Hi, this is James Moss, and I'll be doing a review of the original Pet Sematary. Stephen King's Pet Sematary. It was released on April 21st, 1989, directed by Mary Lambert. Yeah, based on the Stephen King book of the same name. Yeah, let's begin. It all started to get to a title card. We see a lot into the pet cemetery. We see a lot of animals were buried in the pet cemetery. A lot, including a dog named Spot and everyone. Yeah, and then we could get to the freeway, to the road. We see some trucks passing by, and we get to the Creed family. We see Louis Creed, played by Dale Metcalf, including his wife Rachel Creed, played by Denise Cosby, who she was in the first few seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation. We also see their daughter, Ellie Creed, and the youngest in the family, Cage Creed, played by Michael Hughes. Yep, I already told you he was in Wes Craven: A New Nightmare and other movies. Now they just moved it into a new house when all of a sudden Cage was wandering around the road but fortunately Judge Clanton saved the baby in time. Judge was played by Fred Gwynne, who played Herman Munster on the 60s classic TV show The Munsters. Yeah, he was the Frankenstein one, the husband of the family. Yeah. Anyways, Judd introduced to himself and Lewis introduced himself to him and his family. They got along great. And then he showed Judge the pet cemetery later in the film and show him around the pet cemetery where he pointed out to the gravesite of his dog Spots, who passed away, died at an old age. And then Alien was fascinated by the Beyond of the Dead. Anyways, we cut to a scene to a hospital accident site where a man named Victor Pascal was entered the hospital but died suddenly. Lewis, who works at the hospital, was sad about it and died. Yeah, Victor died in his care. Yeah, but and then the law stuff happening. Like the woman who was hired to help the Creed out committed suicide all suddenly. And then a lot of stuff happened. While Rachel take the kids to Chicago to spend Thanksgiving there, when Lewis got a call from Judge saying your cat Church, who is a British Shorthair, got ran over by a truck and died instantly. Judd was shocked, but then Lewis was shocked, but then Judd told him there is a way. You could bury the buried Church in the pet cemetery, then he'll come back to life. Judd showed where Lewis is to an ancient Indian burial ground where when they buried the dead to come back to life. Yeah, Lewis did that, buried Church there, and then the next day Church came back to life, but he was not the Church that he remembered. And then that's when everything happens. Church was acting weird, becoming. I like that scene when Church. Well, Lewis was just taking a bath when Church got a rat in his mouth and tossed it into the bath. He was shocked. Yeah, but then weeks later, shocking thing happened. The sad thing happened when Cage was flying his kite when he tried to get it, but then the truck killed Cage. Lewis was shocked and devastated. No. At the funeral, his father-in-law was pissed off at him for what happened. He slugged him at the funeral service. And then he sent Rachel and the kids out so he could grieve alone. During the funeral, when the burying of the body happened, we get to see Stephen King as the minister who was beside at the burial for Cage. Lewis decided to bury his son and dug up his son's grave and buried him in the pet cemetery. This is where Pascal tried to warn Lewis about it. Then he asked Rachel. That's when Pascal decided to ask Rachel to go to him and stop him. Because Rachel had a shocking experience when her sister Zelda had a shocking thing. I'm not going over it, but you'll find out why. And then all of a sudden, after Lewis came home, his son Cage came back to life. But he was not the son he remembered. Yeah, but then all of a suddenly, Cage went up and killed Judd. And then Rachel made it all the way back home, but discovered Cage over at Judd's place. She was happy to see, but then Rachel was killed by Cage, by Gabe. But then Lewis was shocked of what he seen. He decided first he kill Church with some kind of medicine poison thing, killing him. And then he found Rachel gets killed by Cage, and then he had no choice but to kill Cage. Cage just, ow, no fair. Carrying his wife's body and burned the place down. And then Pascal, trying to warn him for the last time not to bury his wife in the pet cemetery, but he found Pants disappear. He buried Rachel in the pet cemetery, and then Lewis came home still shocked of what happened. Rachel came back to life and then killed Lewis off screen. In the story. Yep, the original Pet Cemetery is great. It has a lot of bloodshed, everything. Yeah, I give the original Pet Cemetery a 5 out of 5. It's a good film, then everyone should watch the original. Yeah, I have the book right here too. Read the book first, then watch the movie. Yeah, it was a good film. For my next review, I'll be reviewing Pet Sematary 2. Till then, I'll warn everybody, do not bury nothing in the Pet Cemetery or you're gonna get it. Well, have a nice day and see ya.